Here we go. Ah, the water fountain. No, Lydia, why? Why? Oh, he's better already. Look at you go. Hmm. Yes! Oh, it worked. Fuck yeah. We unlock the supporting agent system. Plus 325 attack rating, plus 300 crit power. Woo. We have, I don't think we had tier 3 before either. Although, I doubt these guys can do any of the tier 3 ones. Let's see here. Like stuck in the ledge there. That's weird.
The outfit could use a little more red.
My outfit could use more red. My outfit's very red.
Don't let your guard down. The war on darkness begins at night.
What can I do for you? Don't fret over the betrayal. If you absolutely must punish yourself, I think we have a wardrobe of hair shirts in here somewhere. In that desert, you proved two long-held Templars' beliefs. One, we can trust no one outside of the establishment. Two, the stain of unfinished business never truly fades. Attempting to contain darkness is to bet on a losing game. If there is a homicidal genie trapped in a bottle, the only question is if, not when, it will be uncorked. Oh. And by whom? This Orochi group,
That's wrong.
This corporation, in polite
Why did they do
language,
that
they
wrong?
pose a delicate diplomatic situation. Nothing like the Illuminati, where we can strike a balance between forced civility and open resentment. That builds character. No. The Orochi group have lobbying power inside the secret world, inside the council. Their media empire could compromise everything we have worked for with one broadsheet cover or a 60-minute special. Our hands are bound. We can react to a situation in Egypt or New England, but we must wait for fools to rush in first, a role
Sure.
that the Orochi seems keen to oblige. So I couldn't possibly ask you to rummage around in their affairs. Well, you look parched. Perhaps you should stop by the Horned God for a drink.
Subtle. So the phrase should have been the homicidal genie in the bottle. It's the question is when, not if it will be released, right? Because it's gonna be released. But he said the question is if, not when. And that's the opposite. It should be the opposite. I don't know why that dialogue line is fucking backwards. The whole point is like it's an inevitability, so it's not if it's gonna happen, it's just when it's gonna happen. But he says the question is if, not when. Or to say the question is not if. Hold on. Does he have a not in there? I need to see that again. Hopefully I can rewind the YouTube. Where is it? Yeah, no, they have it wrong. They literally have it fucking backwards. I didn't mute the other thing. That might have come through. Double, sorry. That's fucking wild. I don't know how they got that so wrong.
Any news? There is no way that was a fair fight. I'm telling you, it was bloody rigged.
I may have little faith left in humanity, but I do have faith in the Council's rigid attention to rules. There is no chance in hell the game was rigged. You or me, a pint of lager.
Rigged! Look, I lost the wager, all right? I won't argue about that, but it was still rigged. Luella, 2 more pints, please. Wait, I remember you.
Oh, another one. Where'd you find them? In a catalogue?
Passed out on a street, yeah? A fallen king should carry a warning sign. Well, look at you, all grown up and back from the front lines. Make that 3 pints, Luella, love. Cheers, mate. So, what's Egypt like these days?
I hear biblical is the word. More importantly, how is Amparo Osorio? We used to work together on the council. Lovely girl. Stunning breasts.
For fuck's sake, Conrad, who cares about breasts at a time like this? I want to know what the Orochis think they're up to.
In my experience, where the Orochi group is concerned, the question is never if they are up to something, but rather what they are up to.
What do you mean?
That one makes sense.
No. On the council, we dealt with Orochi on a daily basis. Their operations were often in conflict with ours, requiring diplomatic attention. Of all their subsidiaries, Vali in particular caused us many headaches.
Vali? Remind me.
Officially, genetics, bioengineering. Unofficially, they are heavily invested in occult research. There were persistent rumors of experiments on human subjects, that they were, creating their own army of secret world soldiers. I was silly enough to ask questions. And here I am, stripped of office and diplomatic status.
Oh yeah, I thought that was because of inappropriate behavior.
Yeah, that didn't help at the tribunal. But the Templars were never particularly bothered about political correctness. However, you were never supposed to speak of the Orochi group. That was forbidden. There is an office right here in London. In the very shadows of Temple Hall.
You serious? I never heard about that.
Yeah, precisely. I find it very hard to believe that I know this, however, and our overlords at Temple Hall do not. But That is all I'm going to say on the subject. Now I will drink this beer and discuss the latest results from the secret war with Miss Vata, as is my wont.
Find the front of the Valley Institution. What's it called? Car hopping. Do I have to? Oh yeah, I think I have to go down and then back up and then down again because the fucking game hates me. Hey, Jictibus. How's it going? About to do Virgula Divina. There's the crowbar. There's a cool bug in this one. So you're supposed to go in through here, but there's this funny little bug where you go down to this dead end and you just spin in a circle. And then you end up teleported above. No idea why that does that, but it does it. But you still have to like put in the keypad note to like get in the room. Even though the door looks like it's open. I don't think it works from this side, I guess. I don't know if I've tried from this side. No, I think it doesn't. I gotta look up the keypad note for it. You still have to come back in here, so it's not like terribly useful. I believe the issue is this one is one thing. Emma is in this photo. There's someone missing, and one of these books. I don't know how you know which book it is. Oh, maybe the numbers have something to do with it? Yeah, it must be the numbers. Then how come I can't look at the... Oh, maybe I can do this. Okay. I don't know how you know which one it is. 13? All the things one has forgotten. Scream for help in dreams. Jenna. Oh, I just ran out. So 13. Just lucky 13, I guess. So now when you look at the photo again, there's another person. Jenna Keating. But how do you know that it's... Oh, the code is the number, 3433. Okay, that makes sense. I found that, this is only, you only do this mission once in a playthrough for a character, and only if you're a Templar. It's like a non-repeatable faction mission. But I found this in the beta of Legends, like before Legends was even live. In the closed beta of Legends, I found this particular weird little bug. Made a little video, like submitted it. Never got fixed. I mean, you can see why, though. It doesn't really break anything. It's just kind of an oddity more than anything. Playtime observations. New world exhibiting expected social discomfort levels. Allow 3 weeks for integration beyond that time. The sisters must be separated and proceed discouraged. Those who test high and appear to begin appear to form groups. Consider shortening play sessions with systemic activity, not reflection style analysis. Diamond says remain popular, girls are inclined to prefer reflection. 279 is manifesting again, isolate tissue types. Hey Bomber, how's it going? Oh, it took me some off at the start of the stream, but I managed to accelerate Lydia to level 25, so I now have her passive. Actually, I don't have the crit power. I have the 325 attack rating now. So I have this extra 325 attack rating because I have Lydia's passive. It's cool. Thank you. I spent like maybe 10k. Hey Hermit. How am I getting hit rating at my level? What do you mean? No, my glance reduction is still 0. Why would I get hit rating? Lydia's attack rating and crit power, so I'm getting attack rating. Where would I be getting hit rating from? I'm trying to figure out where you're thinking it would come from. In case I'm like not thinking of something. Of a dog. I think the dog's name is Eugene. I remember it's Eugene. But you can see him. So how you're supposed to get it is there's that all those pictures of the dog, right? And then you go here? Yeah. And then on this one, you see the dog, right? And the food bowl says Eugene. That's how you're intended to solve it. Which is pretty cool. But I'd just done it before, so I just remembered the name Eugene.
Quick access inventory updated.
You're using the little buzzsaw you found to, like, buzz through these shackles in this particular mode. And you can only get 2 per. And the other times you have to hide, because otherwise she, like, throws all that shit at you. So basically, you just do this until the circle appears in the middle. Like that. And then you use your buzzsaw. You only have like so many seconds when you're in this mode to do it. There we go. Finished. Aww. Well, she was dead. She was like experimented on and shit. So like that's her like she's like haunting, I think, essentially, right? Subject Callista Callie James observed. Prone to migraines and nosebleeds, fainting spells, sporadic combustion, hearing voices. Regular test result 8.3. Evaluation: pyrokinesis potential to relax focus and concentration to reach alchemist parameters. Not a regular Divina candidate. Recommendations: she is essentially a petty arsonist. Further applied measures would likely stunt any chance of development. Formal examination has been suspended. Level 2 monitoring is being maintained at the park. Talk to Callie James. Yeah, I mean, you would probably be pretty vengeful if you had, like, any kind of, like, a sort of magical ability, and then you're a kid, strapped you to a chair and tortured you until you died. Probably good reason to come back and fuck all these people up. It's playing the going into it, but I'm Coming out of it. I mean, kinda. I'm gonna show this bug one more time just because I can only do it in here, so it's fun. It's fun. So, just run to the end of the hall and spin it. There we go. Not even full spin, just turned. And then you just teleport upstairs. Oh, should I just like walked? I didn't have to spin that time. I just walked forwards to that one spot. Interesting. Normally I have to spin. I found the sweet spot, I guess. Londinius.
Come! Share, mate!
Varley. Who's asking?
Limes and excursions! Oh.
Yeah, I know them. When Gran had me hospitalized. Institutionalized. Amity House smelt like dead fridges. Ozone, no plants, no windows, no mirrors. So many pills, all the colors of a fake rainbow. They told me they would make the voices stop. Make my episodes stop. And they were right. I never heard Gaia's voice all the time I was in there. But it was all fun and games when the restraints came off. They would hook me up to a machine, tape my finger to a button, show me photos, surveys, maps, symbols. I tried everything. Pressing it all the time, or not at all. When I was really doped up, I'd tap out the beat to love songs. One day they just threw me out into the greasy rain. Didn't care who I told. They knew no one would believe me. God, I couldn't believe it. Even the bad guys didn't want me. I was the wrong kind of freak.
There.
This isn't because I'm upset. I'm angry.
Yeah, they're so good at the mocap.
Be wary.
Their mocap is like literally like decades ahead of its time. At least as far as like most games are concerned, like, and for cinematics, like I think they have like okay mocap for like, you know, player animations or something, but when it comes to cinematics, like lots of them like phone it in. They just don't have. They just have talking heads, like no body language or
Grubby
something.
Circo, you've pulled.
Like,
The outfit could use a little more red.
They definitely did things differently.
Never say we don't keep you on your toes. An opportunity has opened for us in Romania. Transylvania to be exact, so you can guess the thrust of it. Once the stomping grounds of the Wallachian prince Vlad Dracula. His knightly order was loosely, very loosely, affiliated with ours. Certainly, he had the right ideas. His methods, however, were as extreme as the stories suggest. I hazard that the man was demented in the end. Whatever that end was, the creatures that bear his myth, vampires, outlived him and have been throttling the life from the country ever since. Now, an army of the beasts have gathered in the Carpathian foothills, an army unafraid of sun, of discovery, of the fact that their medieval reenactment is 500 years out of date. We have been sanctioned by the council to destroy them. Actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. We expect to be sanctioned by the time it's over with. One more detail. The Orochi group has a project in the mountains from which we understand there has been a distress call. I think it would be an act of chivalry to give it our full attention, don't you? Happy hunting. And pass my warmest regards on to Carmen.
San Diego? Yeah. Same. I don't think it needs like an engine update. Yep. You got the kid to get. Yeah, right. Like his map in that cinematic is the map of zone. I'm beat. I did so much today. Someone's selling a crown of hell. Yep, that's true. Oh, I forgot I got an agent. I should go claim that. You can also see the map for like Transylvania in the train in Last Train to Cairo in that mission. Any good agent equipment for cheap? You get equipment for your agents. Night, Hermit. Thanks for stopping in. Go. somehow missed the pad there for a second. Likely to pursue the opportunity that's presented itself in Transylvania. Investigate the Orochi Group's project in the mountains and learn what is behind this distress call. This matter requires your full attention. Happy hunting. Ooh. 7K. Nice. Carmen Prada.
You're a long way from home, and not quite dressed for the occasion. Your superiors, they did explain it is cold in the Carpathians, huh? No matter.
Wore myself with
First
the blood of
we
my
deal with
enemies.
the vampires, then the frostbite. Do not presume you know what to expect from vampires, from your movies, your games. The reality is dirtier. There is no superstition in my homeland, only reality. We grow up knowing to fear the night. Now the night fears me. Strange how life turns out. This valley was a refuge for all creatures. The forbidden, the lost, the forgotten. Such things whispered of in my grandmother's time. Today, it is a battlefield. I wonder, who would upset such a sanctuary? It is a very convenient crisis, if something needed to be buried out here, or unearthed. But the Council does not ask me to think, only to rally the troops. You see, the air is thick with stories on smoke. You should follow both to their sources. We make a big deal of folktales. One brought me love. It's a sweet story, you know. Another blinded my eye. Not so sweet. Let's see what fortune they have for us now.
She's pretty awesome. Alright, I think I'm gonna grab permission as well, just because it'll take us to where we need to go. So it's kind of a 2-for-1 thing.
Is this not what you signed up for? To play a part in a medieval siege, like in old history? The villagers say the walls of Harba Boreshti, held against the Golden Horde, the Templars, the Soviets. A peaceful resistance. A nice idea. Between you and I, that won't work again. In siege, the attackers starve out the defenders. Is it not true? Here, the attackers are starving. The blood hunger drives them, hard and strong. They will not stop. A single vampire killed 30 people in Cluj-Napoca, where I come from. One night, one vampire. It now sleeps under a churchyard with an iron spike through its skull. We do not have enough soil in the churchyard or iron in the houses to seal all of these away. I've done the math. Look how the ghouls are gathering for the feast, sniffing out the dead
Oh,
and
they're
the
so cute.
abandoned. Yet, the walls still hold. Some old saint or miracle smiles down on this village for us to have made it this far. I should like to drink to his health.
Enter the village of Harbarburesti. I always said Harboresti, but I guess I missed the extra ba there. Harbarburesti. Oh shit, I don't have the Impair gadget on. Oops. let's fix that. Because I went to impair them, and then all it did was cast a cleanse. That was from the Akhenaten fight. I never put it back. Nice. Burn a corpse. Aiming the roots of the tree. Nice. Defend the Greenkind Warden against the beast. Any help would be nice. Fucking asshole. Stand there. A bit of an overpull, I'm gonna be honest. Let's go. Walls of Harbor Rusty were not designed to withstand the famishment of ghouls. Those ornery bipeds are indeed most devious when desperate. At least we know the earth is not giving up. I'm told some of those trees are spread so thick with anima you can see it dancing in the branches. Delightful. The anima circulates through the village via routes that must be defended at all costs. Though, curiously, the giant anima tree outside the inn isn't their source. Not exactly. Something inside the inn is the locus of our games. Level 46! Hell yeah.
Hello, please take a seat. Can I get you something to drink? Go on, take a seat.
I do believe our guests receive their sustenance from more arcane waters, Lady Sophie.
Don't mean they don't drink ale, do it? It's on the house for as long as it lasts. Please forgive Mr. Staghead. He's not in the best of moods, poor thing. Having lost home and hearth.
Home, hearth, my kingdom, the forest. All of it succumbed to parasites. To filth. Our world is coming apart at the seams. The end is folding in on us.
No more drink for you, sweet. You only get melancholy, and we don't need that now. Not when you're about to help me with the ad.
Her skin radiant, pure and white as winter's dawn over Arcadia lost. She is Eve, born of the earth, not of man. Plump as a ripe apple, fruitful and fertile.
Plump? Fertile? Oh, thanks very much. That'll just scare men off, sweet. He's trying. It's a distraction for him. For me too, in lieu of better and brighter days. I'd like to get out someday. Even if I could leave right now, I wouldn't. He's kind. They need us. To believe. To remember. To fight. This is all they have. These fields and forests and mountains. They've nowhere else to go. The world out there is not for them.
Here will soon be no more. My people are abandoning our sacred lands, leaving only the dead to go to Earth and the disease to spread. The power of the forest is on the wane, and a shadow falls over us all.
This has always been a special place. A place of strong magic. I've run with fairies since I could run. The forest people protected us as long as we left their lands alone. It was the law. The Strigoi, the bloodsuckers, they don't respect the law.
There is a dark and infinitely malevolent force behind this siege. It is a ruse concealing some fearful machinery restarted. It brings forth memories of dark times befalling us countless seasons ago, and of those who rose up against the endless night. The dragon, the eagle, the owl.
Oh, I've heard this story also from my mom. She used to sing a beautiful song. La 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 la. I'm afraid I wouldn't know how to sing it in English. On karaoke night, I just listen. Everyone's okay with that.
The forces of darkness are stronger than ever, and those who stand against them are weakened by centuries and forgetfulness, bitterness, and the embrace of the grave. No matter how many of you there are, with your modern magic and your steel weapons, you cannot defeat this evil. Not without their help.
The owl, the eagle, and the dragon? The dragons died a long time ago. Eagles, there are plenty of up in the mountains, but none here. Owls, though, I've seen owls. There's one in particular I see often in the village. He hoots at me. I think it's a friendly owl. So, what do you have so far? Her bosom soft as... Oh, sweet. There's just no way I'm filling your mug again.
Yeah, Giga, so in this case, like, in this area, this is like this is normal to them, right? Like that's kind of the point. Like this is like what they grew up with. Whereas like in London, for instance, the part of London that has like, you know, vampires and other things hanging out, like the dark side or whatever it's called, like that area is cordoned off from normal people. Like normal people like don't get to go in the London part we go into. One more SP and I get 25 attack rating. There we go. Even more attack rating. Let's go.
Democracy is the road to socialism.
Go, Petru.
But there will never be democracy as long as...
Well, I mean, after the fog, they kind of had to, right? I don't think those guys had a choice.
Special assignment received. Initializing.
I mean, I guess the Native Americans, because they had the history of it. Yeah, but they have history with, like, you know, the filth, essentially. You know, they have history with the Dreamers and shit. That's a little bit different. I guess what I'm getting at is, like, I'm not saying there's not people that aren't okay with it, but I think in the secret the secret world, if you're in the secret world, you probably know about secret world shit, right? But in the world of the secret world, normal people don't know about, like, fairies and shit. Right? Like, that's like you have, like, the League of Monster Slayers, right? The kids that, like, you know, fought shit. So there's supernatural in the world, so some people, like, discover it, I guess, and then they know about it. But I think the general consensus is that the part of the secret world is keeping it secret. So the majority of the world in the secret world universe doesn't know about the secret world, or it wouldn't be secret.
Lilith's children are rising.
That's a separate thing entirely. I mean, obviously it's fiction, right? So there's that. But there's I forget what mission it is. It might even be like some weird side mission. But there's something in the game that references someone making a deal or something, and then, you know, essentially like wishing to be like a prolific writer or something, and then they just start writing like all the secret world stuff. And I don't know if it's supposed to be Sam Krieg or not, but I remember that being a thing somewhere.
You've been following me? Why is that, eh? Never mind, I know why you're here. You know anything about these pewters? It's not doing what I needed to do. Even a wrinkled apple can be fresh on the inside. When I was born, we had miracle machines that make this look like a Stone Age tool. And they were a damn sight easier to use, too. No, just leave it. I'll figure it out eventually. And you've more important matters to attend to. Yes, I am the owl you're looking for. But I'm afraid I don't have much in the way of answers. I'm going to tell you the same thing I've told the others. This has all happened before. Oh, yes. Vlad was the one who defeated Mara, the vampire queen. Can't tell you how, because he's been dead for half a millennium. And he neglected to tell me. But he did leave me something of his. I reckon he left a part of himself behind before he passed on, and I also reckon you'll be needing his help to take care of Mara. I never could make much sense of the man, but then he is human, and I'm not. He left it for someone like you, someone who could stand up to her. I've held on to it for 500 years. I have a long memory. That thing isn't all Vlad left. He left behind a legacy, his own little army. The Draculesti have suffered much in the 5 centuries since his death, but they are still around. In fact, they have recently come back. I've seen them in the forest. That lovely girl who uses her looking glass to spy on the vampires, and the strapping circus boy. But the one you really need to speak with is Milos, their king. He came to pay his respects when the Draculesti arrived. I like that. Though he did speak too much and too loudly. Not a trait you share with him, I'm happy to say. If anyone knows what Vlad Dracula had prepared for Mara's inevitable rebirth, it'd be the Draculesti. The news of her return are disturbing. They herald something dark. There is great power in these mountains, and Mara seeks it. It was never simply what's on the surface with her. And I believe this vampire crusade is more of a vampire charade. But that's neither here nor there. First, you should put your mind to that thing. Someone needs to. Now, shoo! I'm going to see if I can't get this pewter to do what I want it to do.
Sam read a lot about Hikaru's fiction. Well, I mean, there's... I think it's the Loomies that talk about, like... like, instead of, like, part of the new strategy is not just hoarding information, but, like, just releasing too much information, right? You release a whole bunch of wild conspiracies that aren't true, and then the true thing, and then it just gets... labeled as not true, right? Like, so part of the newer strategy isn't just always hiding something. Some of it is just bombarding with so many conspiracy things and the real one right out in the open that everyone just assumes that that one's a conspiracy as well. Well, this is where we dead run. I was like, what am I doing? Okay. Dead run is faster. It's sprint 4. Whether you have it or not. That's what it is. And you don't have to fight anything. So that's a bonus. No, I'm not saying he's part of the Loomies. I'm just saying like it's something that Greed talks about. Like they let him like publish real stuff and don't fuck with him because it's part of it. Like they'll give him good information, like truthful shit, but it just gets swept aside as just more crackpot theory shit, right? So yeah, my point wasn't that Sam's Loomy. My point is just like how they manipulate media is by letting stuff out there on purpose. You might have dropped too far. Well, maybe not. Might be fine. There we go. See? Now we have this animal well and this animal well. Well, yeah, that, and he's an activator. But yeah.
To come to this valley, it is like a holy pilgrimage for my clan, for the Draconists. Milos, he says this place is our homeland, but he was born on the roads, just like all of us. He means that our order began here. The Order of Dracula, the dragon.
I think kids are up doing things. And we need to reach level 48, so it's like a little over a level and a half. Probably do Cost of Magic tonight, just because I like to do it. So we gotta do this mission first in the prereq.
$20, $23, $30 Strigoi. Huh. For this nest, I think we are going to need bigger flamethrowers. It is not nice to spy on someone who is spying. At least you are not one of them. That means I don't have to kill you. That is what I am. A killer of Strigoi. You know Strigoi? Upir. Vampire. Vampires. They have many names. There is more written about them than they deserve, but I have read it all. Most important thing in war is to know your enemy. I am Draconist, and we have been at war with Strigoi since before I was born. We hunt them, they hunt us. It is a dance we do. No resting. Too little time for planning. But plans are important. I work hard to convince the men of my tribe, don't fight blind. Take time for preparation. They say, Zaha, with her nose always in books, always making plans, silly girl. That is why I go alone. For time to think and to plan. Here, look. See the Strigoi in their nest. See what they guard well. We can use it. See where they guard not so well. We can use that too. It is thrifty to prepare today for the wants of tomorrow. Aesop. I have a library card.
Examine the scouting report. There we go. Pick up blood contaminant.
Stay on your
Oh, you know what? Before we do that, I think we just have to run up the hill a little bit. Right? Or do I already have it? Oh no, I already have it. That well unlocks so early. We can get like a couple free legends up that way. If I need them later. For level purposes. I'm not sure if I actually dodged that or not. Honestly, still
Additional
doing pretty
assignment
good
Received. Initializing.
as far as like combat goes. Oh, I didn't let it cook all the way. Fuck. There we go. So should repair this. We need to go over here? Very nice. Hell yeah, dude. I wonder if the cleanse would be better than the impair right now. Just cause like those blood dots. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll try that. I feel like the impair is doing a lot for me at the moment. That's if I can just get out of the way. Whatever. God damn. Fuck yeah, man. I didn't realize that was gonna aggro these guys though. Legend. Yeah, I thought you could usually kill those things from range and not aggro stuff. Yeah, like that. That's more what I expected to happen on the other one. I think of it. I mean, I'm gonna be around for like 2 hours at least. There's one. I didn't see him at first. I was like, where did he go? Oh no, that other guy respawned already? What the fuck? Got him. Let's go. Be the prisoner.
Thou shalt not be afraid. Thou shalt not be afraid.
Now we just need the guy that's roving around. You there. Let's go. Not gonna lie, I was a little concerned about that one.
Have mercy.
Do we go back to the knockdown? Okay. Oh, nice. That one counted. So, the other question is, do these guys count? They do. Nice. Where are you going? Just come the fuck over here, you weirdo. There we go. That was cool. I got to use the exit guards as part of the thing. Don't usually get to do that. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I think it helps that like the grenade like damage, like incendiary, you like picks over time, so you have like a lot more options to hit, I guess. General Bogdan. Got him. Blood sample, zoom the laptop. Not a discussion, we need a pure sample and yours will do. It's not for you to ask the reason why. Fill the private vial and return it to us as soon as possible. Non-compliance will have severe consequences. Over the box to the vampire hunter. Legend over here. Let's do first one first. Grow up for my own taste, this Aha. I commend her for educating herself beyond her limitation. Anyone who can quote Aesop with an A forever in my book. I commend you for taking advantage of her groundwork. Your infiltration in Sabotage the Vampire Camp gives us a bit more time to figure out the magnitude and reasonableness of untimely and bothersome crusade. I refuse to believe it's just about their expansion. Easier to get into the enemy's tails. Tails or toils? Now and again. Aesop really did have a knack for turning a phrase. I, of course, have no need for light recovery. You have knack. You seem to have knack? Would it be a knack? You're getting out of trouble. Which is a fine trait, especially in present circumstances. We can't allow ourselves to be too literal about these things. Satisfactory, I'm sure your exploits entirely consistent with my expectations from you. Now, to get in the spirit of things, I dug up my copy of Stoker. Fantastic read, though entirely misleading. We shall have to bracket our preconceptions about vampire ecology. That is, of course, no reason to bracket aesthetic pleasure and pharmaceutics. I'll leave you with the words of Jonathan Harker. At the worst, it can only be death. Not true, in fact. Alright, and then we... probably time the vendor, because I got like a billion things. I should sell. Holy shit! I'm definitely selling those. Okay. We'll say 200 for that. $1K for that, and then maybe like, I don't know, 10K for the blue. Seems fair. Hey, Rowan. It's been a day for me as well. And appreciate it. Oh, we need intel. Okay. So now we need to do the side mission over here. So that we can do custom magic.
Comment ça va?
Zaha, do not be angry. Da, Milos likes to check on you to make sure you are not reading books, but there's more. Strigoi came 2 nights ago. Very silent one. He took something. They tracked it as far as Neil's eye, but dare not go further. Something is happening there. Pray the information grows wings and finds you. I assume you see me, even if I cannot see you. Go to Needle's Eye. Dagger. Let's go. Pretty nice. Not mad at that.
You are very noisy.
We can now do cost of magic. Let's go.
Eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog, Adder's fork and blind worm's sting. I wish. William Shakespeare makes it sound so easy. My clan, they do not know the cost of magic. Do you? You have the look of one who has been changed and cannot go back. Back to magic not being your way. I know how you feel. It sets us apart. Romany men, they punch and wrestle like they are still bear tamers. They rattle their silver charms and lucky symbols, and they polish their saints' finger bones. But they have no trust for those who make magic. They think naked witches dancing on the mountaintop. So Milos lets me work alone. That suits me fine. I like it better away from the camp. I can cover their behinds with no distractions. The clan has enough work inside that forest of ghosts. With my magic, I make sure no wolves or fangs will surprise them. I have spells that warn, spells that bind, spells that burn, and spells that blind. I'll show you if you want. No naked dances.
Aww. Party pooper.
Quick access
Ritual
inventory updated.
You are very noisy.
Infiltrate the platforms in the Vampire Bastion. Fucking armors, man. Sabotage. What's that noise? Up the ladder we go. Achievement number 1. I didn't even have to retry any of that. That was the first go. Most of these achievements are retriable. I think not all of them. That one is, this one is, the next one is. I think the last one might not be, but I'm not positive. I want to try and pick up the animal well. Oh, I got it. There we go. Yo, first try again. Let's fucking go. Oh no, somehow I aggroed that guy. That's not good. Yo, I think I rolled that. Holy shit. Nice. didn't roll that one. I only have 7 seconds left of the invulnerability of the acid. 4, 3, 2. Alright, we're fine. We're fine. Fuck yeah, dude. That was cool. Let's see if we can do it without having to... Oh, now I can. We'll just do this. There we go. Achievement, let's go. 3 of 4. Let me go get that legend that's up there. No, what? No way. Dude, that's crazy. I missed that one. Of all the ones to miss, I missed that one. Wild. Not the map. Jesus. Alright. So now we can port here. Yo, level 47. One more level to go. Alright, so then this is the last achievement part. You can also jump the tripwires, but not as guaranteed. Like server desync and stuff. Let's go. Bam. Romany Holiday. All for achievement. Whoop. Nice and clean. Read the ritual page. And then you can just alt, move it over here. Activate the altar. Use the bowl. Left hand, the blood is painted. And then we scan to the harvest, or the pouch. Right hand, the blood is painted. Pierces the heart. And then the blade. Let's go! And first half of the daily's done. Good show. See, you followed the instructions to the letter. Splendid. This has been a good lesson both in problem solving and the potency of tradition and knowledge. Cared for and handed down through generations. There's something valiant about the Dracosti and the zeal they put forth, and I am pleased we can find common ground. I can only encourage you to learn as many lessons as you can out there. Wait, thought whose name was Kevin? Ooh. That's actually a good gadget to get. Ooh.
Critical empowerment results.
Go for this one next, I think. Okay. So, what do we do now? Now I go, actually I think what I do, I go finish getting the dragon legends for the set bonus. swear I figured out you could pick this up. Maybe it was an over-the-shoulder camera or something. I definitely picked that up without having to jump up here. Oh, are you serious? Dude, my controller, like, flick is, like, fucking this shit up. There we go. Yo, that's the set bonus. Okay, that's the easy ones then. I could probably do... some of these other ones. We could do Darkness War. We could do Darkness War. Probably. We're like level 48. Surely it'll be fine. We'll give it a try anyways. The Darkness War.
The land itself remembers the past, and memories can be made images. With our magic, harvested from the earth, we can bring those memories forth, live them again, see what our ancestors saw as real as a waking dream. I'm sure those Hollywood types would love to get their hands on this recipe. Sit. Breathe. Raise the anchor of your soul and let your mind drift out into the great ocean. You really do have trouble letting go, don't you? Close your eyes. Your spirit wants this. My voice will be your guide through the memories. Listen to it. Let me be your anchor to this place, and you won't get lost. I'll pull you back when you've seen what there is to see. Don't worry. I've done this before. At least once. Maybe I haven't. My memories are not as vivid as the Earth's. It was back in the days of our forefathers, many, many lifetimes ago, that our land was invaded by an army of darkness from the distant south.
Oh, that's what you're talking about, Rowan. Okay.
Additional assignment received.
They
Initializing.
came in terrible ships, riding creatures of nightmares, wielding powerful black magic. We know them now as Mayans, but our ancestors saw them only as masked demons from a hellish place. Our tribe was outnumbered and stood no chance against the invaders. Many warriors had lost their lives in the first battle. And the second battle
There he goes.
was sure to destroy us all and leave the mountains unprotected.
I have no idea how this is gonna go, to be honest. Welcome back, Dinkies. You finished Cost of Magic with all the achievements in one try. Pretty fun. You happy with that? Yo, first boss down, let's go. Dude, even if in like regular times, these little fuckers are worse than the first boss, so we'll see how this goes. We got him. All right. Guy's a fucking bullet sponge, dude. Yeah, the Bulbin Bloodhound. Like a perfect full circle every time. Let's go. That one. We go all the way back here. This one.
The Norsemen came then upon our shores in longboats, and they brought with them a powerful sword. Together, the Wabanaki and the Vikings were to build a shield around this island that would keep it safe from our enemies. Those who wished to dig into the mountain and unleash the serpent.
Bubbles is easy. Also, I'm gonna call him Bubbles from now on. That's funny. Yeah, he was mine. So that would be why he looks that way. No, I needed to level up, so I went to do the. This is the dungeon in Blue Mountain for Mope Joe. But it's like it's in the past. It's in the past, and you can, like the Mayan came to for the built shit. Whatever is like the Guy engine, right? For that shit. Oh no. Got That's a stupid double thing. Double spin. Yeah, sorry about that. So I have to hit level 48 to continue, and so whenever you get legends, when you complete a set, you get a bonus, and then if you complete a set of sets, you get a bonus. So if I go back and do this dungeon, right, and so if I get all the legends in this dungeon, like it'll help towards the Solomon Island like regional set. If I get all the legends in Solomon Island, it's like a massive set bonus. You know, with XP. Yeah. Correct. Oh my god, I got the spinny again. Oh fuck, I got like double lines. Now it's super fast too. God damn. Yo, we got him. Let's go.
With the blessing of our ancestors and theirs, with the power of all our rites and rituals.
Yeah, these
along
guys.
with those of the Vikings.
And then the XP you get scales with your level. So right now when I pick one up, it is 1,850 XP. But like, when you complete a full set, you get an XP bonus, right? And so, and then when you complete a set of sets, like, so for example, if I finish getting the fog, I will not only get the fog set bonus, it'll finish recent events, so I'll get a double set bonus for that. And the same thing here, if I finish this one, yeah, no, these two, then I get the places of interest. But if I finish all of these, so also Island, I get another set bonus of XP on top of that. So it seemed like a good time to do Darkness War, basically. Because then I can go get those other legends and then have like the full Solomon Island lore set bonus. And I think that'll propel me into level 48, probably. We're almost halfway to level 48 right now. Do they just stay where they are? Why are they not? Well, that's interesting. I'm so over leveled, I think they're. Oh no! They're nice! Happy early birthday. Hey, Joe. How's it going? Hey, mascot. Yo, you missed Cost of Magic. Let's go.
Time was short, and the darkness had to be stopped. By club, by spear, by sword.
There's bubbles.
And by magic.
Basically, you just stand here, and then as soon as this one finishes, you just walk over here. Like it's all looks like, oh my god, but like it's really not a big deal. It's literally like here, left. That's all it is. Stand here, and now we go here. Oh, I didn't have a target for my grenade. He just goes up top and does that bullshit. I think they're bugging out because I'm so much higher level than they are. Like they spawn and just don't know they can attack me. Yeah, because I'm well over 10 levels above them. So if you're 10 levels above something, they don't aggro. Since it's a story mode dungeon, it kind of like has different rules. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but in this case, with this, I know what you're talking about, but in this case, this is definitely an over level thing. You don't normally see this happen in Dungeons. Yeah. I'm focusing on taking out the ads because you can turn them into bombs, and then, you know, those could actually fuck me up. Hey, a blue chest. Let's see. It's 1, 4. I'm gonna double check and make sure I somehow didn't fuck this up. I don't think I missed any, but I know there's a lot in the end. So one's backtracking. It's also from backtracking, and then 10, 11, 12. Yeah, okay. We're good. We're on course.
You cannot continue alone. The forest is flooded with blackness. Blackness wept from the wound in the mountain. I have spoken to the earth. I asked it to guide you across the danger. Walk into its golden light now.
I don't know if I ever noticed that he did a flyover there. Huh.
Even with the Norsemen on our side, the battle was hard. And the Mayans crept ever closer to the summit and to the gateway into the hills. The gateway that had long been guarded by our people. It was the place of whispers, our tribe knew. And anyone who came too close was poisoned. The enemy knew this as well, but they craved the poison. They sought it, worshipped it, and for this reason, they could not be allowed close.
Yeah, you just turn around. Just literally just turn around and run backwards. Because I mean, one of the main reasons I'm doing this dungeon is, or the main reason I'm doing the dungeon, the only reason I'm doing the dungeon is for the legends. So, there's a shit ton of legends back here. Legend. More legends. Where are these jackasses? Oh, I aggroed 2 of them. One's down. Nice. Kids in your D&D maps. Back in my day when I played D&D, we didn't play with maps. We just used our imagination. Imagination. Alright, time for a final boss. Nice. Oh shit, I didn't know he was just gonna fall over. Guys, what are we doing? Okay. Somehow that got like a shit ton of people mad. I'm only left like one random guy out there, unaccounted for. Here he comes. Let's go. Rawr. Wabe Zol, the Hound of Nameless Days. Mascot. Wabe Zul, Hound of the Nameless Days. Yeah, probably. I didn't quite catch that one, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, for sure. I just didn't think of it, but yeah, there's lots of Lovecraftian stuff in Secret World, so also like maybe Mayan related as well, right? There's a big Mayan thing going on. Because there was an event in the we got phase, nice. There was an event. There was a Mayan event in the old game. This old game came out in 2012, and they had like the Mayan event, which had other like Hound bosses too. So it might be like a Mayan, because the world's supposed to end in 2012 according to the Mayan calendar. Look.
prepared for.
It's Viking Jesus.
It's pure light.
Viking Jesus.
But
He's got Excalibur. And, by the way, this guy is called the Varangian. Right? He's also boss 3 in Polaris. Boss 3 in Polaris. 3? Yeah, boss 3 in Polaris. He's also called the Varangian. The Norse people didn't make it back. Right? It says it in like the mission tournament or something. That like they didn't make it back. They got drowned and turned into Draug. So, like, that tracks, right? Oh, I don't want to step in that. I didn't even probably see that rift. Oh, I don't think I let that cook all the way. Shit. Nice, because use the grenade as the thing. Oh no, he died. Shit. He just ran out of juice. There went our damage buff. Nice. Got to impair with the grenade. should hit. I got 7k left. Got him. Oh, yeah.
Much blood was shed that day and night. But when dawn
That was
finally
9,000 XP.
we stood
That
before
bonus.
that gaping mouth and our enemy was dead or had fled. We were victorious. This is our story. This is the story of the people of the Dawn.
How kind of you to return to the world of consciousness. As much as it's commendable to participate in local customs, perhaps you could choose not to inhale next time. Under current circumstances, if you go incommunicado, you must assume the worst. Don't make us assume the worst. It's another 4K. Fuck yeah. Alright, so what other... So now we have myths and legends done. So we need places of interest. We need 1, 2, 5 legends for that one. Or just 3 fogged. 1, 6, and 7 for the fog. Let's do those real quick. So 1 is in Kingsmith, 6 and 7 are in Blue Mountain. Oh, okay. I know where this one is.
Local bounty detected. Initiating. Yeah, I usually take those out first. Oh, in the boat. But I'm also like way over leveled, so these guys don't even pay attention to me. Also makes like hunting for lore and stuff easier later, because you just come back to the early zones and outside of champions will aggro you, but everything else, if they're 10 levels below you, like won't notice you.
Additional assignment received. Initializing.
Alright then. I think number 1 was in Kingsmouth. I missed number 1. I just didn't pick it up from Norma's house, I guess. $9K. Fucking $9K, dude. Holy shit. Alright, so we just have 2 for Flanken Mansion and 3 for Brewery Pine. That's a jump down 1. Where's number 3? Conveyor belt, okay. Oh, that's it. Nice. That's enough. Probably don't even need to finish the other ones. Alright, so there's one you jump down. The first one says jump down from above, so that's like on the side here. It's not that one. I think I already got that one. There it is. So I think it's this one. Yep. And then the other one is in here. We just go this way. Never even been here on this character. Oh. That's this. Your weapon expertise level going up. It's like my assault rifle expertise level is 35. So I have plus 5.4% critical chance, plus 20.4% critical damage, which is like crit power. Whereas I like even, no they're not actually, the fist is only 34 because my offhand. But like blood, for example, I haven't done anything with, so it's expertise level 1, so 0.3 and 0, right? So whenever you are using a weapon or have a weapon equipped and you gain XP, you'll gain expertise level in that weapon, which will increase its crit chance and crit damage. Yeah, that's what it's translating to. Also, interestingly enough, you don't have to use a weapon. Like, let's say you max out your expertise level on to 50, which is the max on your main weapons, and you want to like start like instead of wasting it, you want to raise another weapon that you maybe want to use only sometimes or something. What you can do is you can stack mission reports, because you can have up to 8 mission turn-ins, and then you can just wait to like till you have 8 stacked, and then equip the weapon you want upgrade its expertise on, and then turn all those missions in while that weapon's equipped, and it'll gain expertise. That was the wrong legend. It's gotta be this one then. Also, we are literally like a breath away from leveling. Pretty sure it's this one. 5,000 XP, let's go. And level 48. We hit the barrier. I'm pretty sure I was going towards... I think I was going this way. All right. It's nearly time to end this stream. I'll go into the next map first. But again, this is like a map in a stream, right? We hit Besiege. Well, technically we started. Hello, person. Crimson Rabbit. Another rabbit. Shotgun hammer. Interesting. That is an eclectic setup here. By the way, if you want to know how to like wave at people, you control by default tab will select them, like, right? And then if you do like /wave, then it'll say you wave at the person. Then they're your target for the emote. Yeah, so we're out of Besieged Farmland and into Shadowy Forest. It's also the last level gate. So the main story is gonna like just speed you to level 50. It just drops like shit tons of XP. Like,
Hello. Milosh is expecting you. Don't let your eyes wander when you speak with Emilia. Milosh will cut them out and serve them to you.
the vampires are certainly a threat, but as Carmen said, it's merely a convenient crisis. Skepticism is advised when speaking with the Magicals. They can be rather fanciful at times, but there must be some truth to this tale of Dracula and Mara the Vampire Queen. More than a grain. We have independent verification that a great battle was fought in this region 500 years ago. Proceed with caution. The forest is home to older things. The Romani vampire hunters, Draculisti, are skilled. I'm sure, but they are also unsanctioned and potentially destructive. You will want to handle them with care if you want to decipher this puzzle further. And decipher it, you must. Now look at this, 15k. Boom! Alright, so then... we reset. Right, and then we dead run to the other animal well. Should be like here-ish, I think. Also, if anyone's not aware, you can keep moving. You can run while you're have the map open. And you see your little guy, little arrow or whatever move. And we just pick up this animal well. Now it's unlocked. I like how one of my favorite things is like it looks like you're unplugging from the Matrix. Like in the Matrix movie, when like they get betrayed and he's like unplugging them, and then in the Matrix you just see their bodies go like and like fall over. Like that's what the slash reset animation is like. It's like your character's just unplugging. Also, in the original game, that you couldn't just click on animal wells on the map. So what people would do is they would slash reset because it would let you spawn at a nearby animal well, right? So like, but resetting also damaged your gear, and you'd have to pay to like repair it. So like, I had like a full set of just like level 1 like white gear back in the old game that I would just put on before I teleported by like killing myself and then resurrecting somewhere. So I never repaired that gear. It was just like teleporting gear set. What was super funny is in the old game they would have the mega bosses like in the open world, right? Which is like neat looking but horrible performance. Like the mega bosses, they have their own instance now in Legends, and like they actually properly like run. Whereas the old one where you had like 100 people in Kingsmith with a main boss to fight, like it would just be a fucking slideshow. Like it just wasn't. It was a neat idea, but like the tech wasn't there to execute it. So when they did the relaunch and did Legends, they also like fixed a lot of that shit where like they didn't try and do things the engine couldn't do, and so like mega bosses got put in their own little things. The dragon guy? I'm not sure. I mean, there's still like champions, but those champions are meant for like a group, like 5 people. There was like world bosses that were meant for like literally like 100 in the old game, and that shit was like a literal PowerPoint thing. But what was funny, they were during the Mayan event, yeah, there'd be something like that in the original, yeah. So what was funny is after one of those bosses, right, where like everyone just got through like a 20-minute or more like slideshow of fighting this boss, and he dies and everyone gets their loot, you would just see an entire field of people go and like die, because the quickest way to get anywhere was to like slash reset, right? You just see like 100 fucking players just fall over dead. It was a sight to behold. I think that shit is actually DMCA. The music in there. Oh, yeah. That's probably just like, you know, an early trailer, right? I don't know that was related to an actual in-game event. But that said, yeah, there were. In the Mayan event, there were like guys like that you could fight in different like normal open world zones, but you needed a lot of people, like 40 plus or something. But yeah, in the old game, the zones limit was like 100. So you could be trying to do a mission in Kingsmith, and literally 99 other people could be trying to do it at the same time as you, theoretically. That wasn't like super common, but it was very common that like you'd have problems doing your mission because like literally 10 other people were trying to do it at the same time, and like you'd be like stepping on each other's toes. And on top of that, the game didn't handle it well. Like, so just a little bit of free trivia. Apparently, the game designer and the systems designer, like for at the inception of Secret World, fucking hated each other, and so like they didn't communicate. They just which is one of the reasons why the original game had such like big ideas and then just like huge technical problems, because the game couldn't do that. Like it could not support 100 players with all the effects in the game. Like, and what should have happened is a meeting of the minds where you go like, that's a cool idea, but it doesn't work. We need to scale that down to what the system can actually do. And instead, it was, here's big idea, and the system guy just implements it because that's what he's told to do, and it fucking sucks. So, Kingsmith has a soft cap of 10 and a hard cap of 13, for example. Like, any map is only going to have an absolute maximum of 13, usually a max of 10. So you won't ever see more than like 10 other people in your copy of the map for Kingsmith. Now, for the hubs like London and Seoul and New York, those are 40 player cap. And then Agartha has 100. You can have 100 people in Agartha, and then you'll have other Agarthas. Yeah, you're never gonna see that many, and it helps keep the atmosphere as well. Like, I feel like the atmosphere is better because you're not just being overrun with other like people, right? It fits the theme of the story to not have 100 people running through the town, right? It feels more like that Lovecraftian like creeping horror when there's not a shit ton of other people. But yeah, like the main thing is that the systems could never handle what it was trying to do, and it was a cool idea, but like it just, I mean, good God, man, it was performance was awful in those events. Like, just, it's something that we would talk about like on our podcast thing, where like the different people would even be worse. Like, some people had finished the world boss and were talking, and the other person still had the fight going for like 2 minutes on their screen. Like a literal 2-minute difference is insane. That like your account, your system hasn't caught up to the fact the boss is dead yet, because it was that fucking laggy. Like, it was. I do remember. Okay, so here's an interesting thing too. So, in the original game, you had your inventory could be like 500, if not more, right? Plus your bank, like huge inventories, right? Tons and tons of shit. But it wasn't until like very late in that life cycle of the first version where they figured out that one of the things that was lagging the fuck out of everybody is so whenever content you're in with other players, your game is getting all the data from everyone's inventory. So when you go with 9 other people into a raid, and all of you have like 500 things on you, right? It's taking up memory, like it's lagging the game. So so like it took them forever to realize that that's what it was, but it's because the UI is Flash, and like the way that it works is like it has all that shit in the background. Like it has to have access for whatever reason to that, so to all that information. So part of the thing they did in Legends is they not only do they give you less inventory space because it makes performance better, right? Because it makes everyone's performance better, but they redesign the systems to not flood you with so much worthless shit, right? Like the whole idea of like, oh, I'm gonna upgrade this piece, so let me feed another piece into it so I don't waste it and I save an inventory slot, right? Like this. The whole gear folding into each other like helps to conserve inventory space. You're not constantly collecting like multiple sets of things. So a lot of the redesign, of Legends, it was literally to like get the game to not just perform better, I guess, but like designed the game in light of what the engine can do, whereas the first version was, we're gonna do all of this and we're just gonna make the engine do it whether it can do it well or not, right? So it was we have a chance to do things over. So they had all that time and to be like, oh, these are the things we need to address because the systems don't support that crazy thing we're trying to do. Game loads in chunks. Yeah, but also like you could still be, I don't know like when you installed it, but do you still ever get the white spinny circle? Because you can still have background downloads for kind of a while. That will also cause things like that. Agartha is one of the worst places when you first, like, which the game makes you go to in the very beginning, but it's so bad because when you go to Agartha and you've never been there before and your game is still background downloading, it then sees all the, like, clothing items in everyone's dressing room around you. Like, not just what they're wearing, but their actual, like, dressing room inventories, and starts trying to download all of those things because at any point that person could switch to that item. They could like change their shirt or their jacket, right? So when you first get in the game, and you go into Agartha, it chugs the hardest when you first go into Agartha, because it's trying to like snag all kinds of shit. Dude, I'm just enjoying listening to like the fucking crickets in the game, which is kind of funny. It was really nice ambiance. Alright. Wheel. Oh yeah, like it's still really good. It still plays. It's still like. I feel like its base level is still really good. As soon as the grass loads. It's also like, you know, it certainly yeah, right? Like it really has held up. The only thing that would make it would be a significant improvement would be which they were kind of looking into, and I think they were trying to do it back when they were like still working on Legends. They were looking into this, but they had like kind of like a demo, but then they ran into some bugs. I think they ended up having to shelve it. They were working on a multi-core version of the executable because the game is like single CPU core. Like when it was made, there was not like chips with like 4 cores or 8 cores. So like it's a single core CPU game. It doesn't understand multi-core, like multi-thread. So they were at some point were testing like a multi-core capable executable. Yeah, it'll actually run somewhat better sometimes on older machines than newer, just because like they're optimized for that, right? Whereas the multi ones are optimized for multi, so there's like some of them are not as good as like you're overloading like a single core or something. So yeah, it is kind of funny that like, and that's been that way by the way for like a long time. Like even a couple years into TSW, you'd have people that like had like almost like overspent on a machine, and then someone else would have like a machine not as good and get better performance. Yeah, that's one of those things where like it's like after 5 you're doing really good if it's still you know, competing. 5 years is like the normal, like, and where you're like, well, that's about the expected like use cycle. So if you get anything beyond 5, like you're doing good. Yeah, for sure. Alright, it is after midnight. I am now living after midnight, and I need to stop. Oh. My eyes hurt. Oh, there's someone else streaming Secret World. Interesting. I don't think I've seen them before. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna raid this other person I have not seen, but they're playing Secret World, so we'll go say hi. Catch you guys later. Peace.